Hello, and welcome to another episode of Snail Mail with Smokey. I hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you're at. In today's episode, we're talking Russian stamps. That's right, stamps issued by Russia. So, why Russian stamps? Well, let me tell you. It's because I have been gifted a tremendous gift once again, and that is this beautiful stock book that is full of Russian stamps. Now, a gentleman named Michael contacted me, said he had this stock book, wanted to know if I was interested in giving it a new home, and I was. I always like to give stamps a new home and find them a place in my collection. So Michael was so very generous to gift me this wonderful stock book, and what he told me was that his mom had taken a trip to Russia about 20 years ago, around the year 2000. She had been to St. Petersburg and to the Hermitage Museum, and it was while there that she purchased this stock book, and it is full of Russian stamps. So I am very, very grateful. Michael, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for allowing me to dive into these stamps, to research them. I've had this book for a couple of months now, and I've been wanting to make this video, but I've been trying to do research on some of the stamps, and it's been difficult research, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. But yeah, Michael, thank you so very much. These stamps are beautiful, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open up the stock book, and I'm going to show you each page of the stock book, give you an overview of the stamps, and then when we're done, I'm going to pull out a set of stamps, and we're going to spend a little time talking about those. So let's get in here and look at these stamps. Well, here's the stock book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to show you a brief overview of all the stamps, and then we're going to talk about a few of the stamps in the book after that. Now, this is a really nice stock book. It has really thick pages, which I like. It has the glassine sheets between each page, so your stamps are not getting stuck to one another, which is always very nice. One of the things that you're going to notice really quickly is that most of these stamps appear to be CTO. Once again, if you're not familiar with the term CTO, that stands for cancel to order. And in simplest terms, what that means is that these stamps are actual postage stamps printed by the Postal Service, but then they are canceled en masse, usually while they're still attached to the sheets. And one sure sign of that, let me zoom in here, is these CTOs always have this near perfect half cancel or quarter cancel right here in the corner. And you even see it with this stamp here. So all three of these. So what that means is, although they are legit postage stamps, they were never postally used. Even though they have a cancel on them, they weren't used for the function and purpose that they were intended to be used, to be placed on an envelope or on a package and then sent through the Postal Service. Now, we've talked about CTOs quite a bit on this channel, and I know that collectors have strong opinions. At least a lot of collectors have strong opinions. I really like this set with the ships. That's a really nice set of stamps. Like I said, a lot of collectors have really strong opinions about CTOs. There are some who say because they're not postally used, because they're not really intended to be used in the post office, because they're quote unquote fake canceled, then they don't want them in their collection. Then there are people who happily put them in their collection. And I am probably somewhere in the middle. Look, I don't mind a CTO as long as I know I'm getting a CTO. I think stamps have a great beauty. And if the stamp is a nice stamp, in my opinion, if it's a subject matter that I like, then I'm happy to have the CTO in my collection. And so I really do enjoy, this is a great page of stamps. I love all of these stamps. So I really do enjoy these stamps. And the fact that they're CTOs doesn't bother me. I'm really okay with that. I like this stamp here. Let's zoom in. This is a nice set of stamps here. I like the cartoony feel. I like the old paper quality behind it. That is, the color makes it look like parchment. This is a kind of stamp that's attractive to me, and yeah, I'm very happy about this pair of stamps. And then you noticed up here were some train stamps. I know a lot of you collect trains on stamps. That's a very popular topic. And I like trains too. Not one that I actively collect, but one that I like. This is a nice set here. These are, excuse me, I'm trying to get the glare out of here for you. These are modes of, or different versions of fire trucks. So you have, right from the beginning, you have the horse and buggy, and then you go to more advanced modes of firefighting vehicles until you get to the modern day fire truck. And then down here are more trains. Very colorful stamps. You have some space stamps there. I dare say that when it comes to producing stamps about space and about the space program, probably nobody produces or has produced as many as Russia has. It's a nice strip there. I really like that. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think Russia has probably produced more space stamps than any other nation. Their space program, something they're very proud of, and they rightfully should be. And so why not include it on as many stamps as you can? Then you're going to see some Olympic stamps on this page. And then that is it for this stock book. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pick out some stamps. There's a set of stamps in here that has really caught my attention. I'm going to pull them out of the stock book, and we're going to talk about them here in just a second. I hope you enjoyed that overview of this amazing stock book full of wonderful Russian stamps. Like I said, I'm going to pull out a set of stamps, and we're going to spend a couple of minutes talking about it. So this is the stamps that I pulled out. There's these and then these. And when I met with Michael, my eye was immediately drawn to these stamps. I had a quick look through the stock book, and I pulled these stamps. And I believe I told him right then and there, I've got to find out more about these stamps. So first of all, let me just talk about what attracted me to these stamps. Now, they are an overprint, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But what attracted me was this right here, this partridge. Growing up, as I did, my dad raised animals. We raised animals. I was in 4-H and FFA. I showed sheep. I showed rabbits. But my dad loved quail, and I think I've mentioned that before. He raised bobwhite quail, and he raised pheasants, but he also raised chucker partridge. And I'll throw a picture up of a chucker partridge real quick so you can see what they are. But my dad raised these beautiful, beautiful birds, and yeah, I have lots of fond memories of these birds and also my dad. So when I saw that image on the stamp, I was immediately drawn to it, and I thought, I've got to know more. And plus the black bold ink against that red stamp, it just really pops. So what are these stamps? Well, I had a really difficult time researching these stamps and finding out about them. I went on several sites. One of them, Connect, is a site that I use a lot. And when I went on there and started searching for these stamps, I right away saw that there were loads of stamps just like these that I have that were overprinted with various things. There's owls, there's dinosaurs, there's reptiles, there's other kinds of birds. I think there are ships, if I remember right. There are just loads and loads of these stamps overprinted with different things, and they all have different sort of titles and headings on the overprint. So finally, I found my stamps, the ones that Michael has gifted me, and I'm just going to throw the page up right here. This is from Connect.com, and you can see on the page that it is listed as overprint on Soviet stamp. It says that it was issued in 1994. And then at the bottom, right there in big bold letters, it says illegal stamps. And then under that, it says this item has been denounced in Russian Federation 2000 UPC Circular 214 and 2002 UPC Circular 15 as illegally produced without the authorization of the Postal Administration. They have no postal validity. So they are illegal stamps. Wow, how about that? And I clicked on a lot of these other overprint stamps, and they all have the same message, that they have been denounced by the Postal Authority and had no postal validity. But here's what's interesting. I'm going to put up another page that I came across from Connect, and you're going to see that this is the stamp that these stamps are overprinted on. These are Soviet Union stamps. It is a definitive issue that was issued between 1976 and 1978. If you take a really close-up look of my stamps, which is one of the first things I did, I used I have a stamp microscope that I used and really zoomed in. You can see the date 1976 in the lower right-hand corner of the stamp. And this does have a Scott number of 4599. And it says they were printed in sheets of 100. So here's my question for you out there. What do you know about these stamps? What do you know about these illegal stamps that were overprinted using what I can tell is actual Soviet Union postage from 1976, but then sometime in the mid-90s, they were overprinted, and that made them illegal stamps. I haven't been able to find out any more information. The more I dig, the more I'm intrigued. So hopefully one of you out there can shed a little light on this for me. And if you can, please leave a comment in the comment section below this video. I'd be really interested to know who printed these overprints, why they were printed. Were they printed for collectors? Were they printed for nefarious reasons? Were they printed because someone was bored and had a lot of ink? I don't know. It raises a lot of questions. And also very interesting to me that an actual stamp was taken, overprinted, and that made it an illegal stamp. I don't know that I've seen that before, but maybe it's a common occurrence and I'm just not aware of it. So yeah, lots more questions and lots more digging for me to do, and that's just one set of stamps from this wonderful stock book. So first of all, I want to thank Michael and his family for his generous gift of this stock book. These stamps have found a great home in my collection. I appreciate them. I'm blessed by them. And so thank you so much for reaching out to me. And thank each and every one of you for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button right now. Hit the bell icon so you can know when future episodes of Snail Mail with Smokey are available on YouTube. Don't forget to give me a big old thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Well, until I see you next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.